So today, we're diving into this absolutely epic story. It's an ancient spiritual quest for an answer so big, so profound, it kind of stretches the very fabric of reality itself. And we're going to follow the journey of this legendary seeker. His name is Sudhana.
But first, let me ask you something. How far would you go to find an answer? I mean, the one big answer to your most important question. Would you cross mountains, spend decades searching? Would you walk to the ends of the earth? Because, well, our hero, he did all of that, and then some. All right, so let's meet him. This is Sudhana. He's a young pilgrim with this one single-minded mission. He needs to understand the path of a bodhisattva. Now, a bodhisattva, that's not just a saint. It's someone who, out of this incredible compassion, basically decides to dedicate their entire existence to freeing everyone else. They choose to help others before they find their own final peace. And Sudhana's journey to get that? Oh, it was way, way more than just walking from point A to point B.
You see, as he walked, his mind was just on fire. He was wrestling with the biggest questions you can even imagine. Like, what does a bodhisattva actually do? How does consciousness even work? Are we all just shadows? What's the real power behind a name or a word? And how does karma literally build and shape entire worlds? Yeah, his journey was just as much inside his head as it was out there on the road.
So after traveling who knows how far, Sudhana finally gets to this country called Trinyanaya, and he looks everywhere for a teacher. Cities, villages, up in the mountains, down in the valleys. And then, finally, deep in a forest, he finds him. The teacher he's been searching for, a monk named Megashri. But let me tell you, this was not your average monk.
The second Sudhana lays eyes on him, he just knows he's in the presence of someone completely extraordinary. The ancient texts describe his skin as the color of pure, shimmering gold.
And his eyes, they were long and broad, just like the petals of a blue lotus flower. You can just imagine the kind of deep, calm perception he must have had. And get this, his whole body was radiating this visible halo of light. I mean, he was a genuinely radiant being. This was a clear, unmistakable sign of incredible spiritual power.
And he wasn't by himself, not by a long shot. Megashri was surrounded by this huge gathering of, well, everyone. We're talking gods, dragons, nature spirits, all sorts of celestial beings. They were all there just to honor him and learn from him. That right there tells you his wisdom wasn't just for humans, it was recognized across every realm of existence.
So seeing this absolutely mind-blowing scene, Sudhana walks up with just, immense respect. He bows down, and then he asks it. The one question. The question that has pushed him all this way, across the entire world. The one at the absolute core of his quest. He asks, Holy One, I'm seeking the highest enlightenment. How does a bodhisattva learn and practice the bodhisattva path? It's so simple, right? So direct, but it's also unbelievably profound. He's basically asking, how do you do it? What's the method? And the answer he gets, well, it is anything but simple. Megashri's reply is a journey all on its own. It's one of those answers that just completely shatters your normal ideas about time and space and, well, everything. Megashri starts off so humbly, it's almost disarming. He looks at Sudhana and says, Good son, I'm young, and I was only ordained a short while ago. And you might think, oh, okay, he's about to say he can't help. But no, this is the setup for something truly astonishing. Because what he explains next is that his recent time as a monk has actually stretched across a timescale it's impossible to wrap your head around. He says he's studied with countless Buddhas, with one for maybe a day, with another for 100 years, with another for a whole eon, and with some for literally innumerable eons. That youthful face, it's just an illusion. His experience is as old as time itself. And from this bottomless well of experience, he's achieved this incredibly profound state of awareness. He explains it like this. In just one single moment of thought, every single world in every direction of the universe just appears right there in front of him. Not one by one, all of it, all at once. And in that same single moment, the unique actions and journeys of countless beings also appear before him. He can see the karmic story of literally everyone, everywhere. At that same instant, the pure, glowing forms of innumerable Buddhas appear before him. It's like a direct line to the source of all wisdom. And finally, get this, in that one moment of thought, all of time, the past, the present, and the future, it all appears before him as one single unified whole. For him, time has basically collapsed into right now. Now, this isn't just some kind of superpower, right? It's a state of incredibly deep realization. Megashri actually gives it a name, the accordance lamp liberation. And think about it. For a bodhisattva, this is absolutely crucial. Because if you want to have perfect compassion, you have to have perfect understanding. This wisdom lets him see the entire story of every single being so he can act with perfect skill to help them. It's like a lamp that's always on, lighting up all of reality at once. That is the answer he gives to Sudhana. Okay, so you're probably thinking, wow, after getting an answer that literally contains all of time and space, the journey's got to be over, right? But you'd be wrong, because for a true seeker, one amazing answer is really just the door opening to the next question. And Megashri wraps up this mind-bending teaching with another act of just deep humility. He says, look, I only know this one path, this one way in. How could I possibly speak about all the other infinite practices and qualities of all the other great bodhisattvas? Can you believe that? To him, his infinite knowledge is still just one piece of a much, much bigger puzzle. And so, he gives Sudhana his next set of instructions. He tells him, go south, travel to a country called Renowned. When you get there, find another teacher, a young man named Ishwara. And then, ask him the exact same question. The quest just keeps going. So, how does Sudhana take this? Is he disappointed? Is he tired? Not even a little bit. The text says his heart was just filled with joy, and he had absolutely no trace of being tired. He respectfully bowed to Megashri, and just like that, turned and started walking again, on to the next part of his never-ending journey. And that just leaves us with this one final, fascinating thought to chew on. Sudhana got an answer that held all of reality, and it was just one step on the path. So if a single answer can contain infinity, what does it really mean to be a student forever?